Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Recently I was handed a magnetic sweep. This magnetic sweep has seen better days. The handle bracket is broken. The wheel brackets are a bit rusted and a bit weathered. So today I'm going to repair the handle bracket and I'm going to clean up the rest of the piece. So if you have not already, please like the channel and subscribe, and let's get started. My brother-in-law gave me this magnetic sweep and asked if I could fix it for him. The handle bracket rusted completely through and broke. Somebody did try to do a repair to it and they added a couple screws, but that also broke. The first thing for me to do is to take everything apart. So since I'm taking it apart, I will also take the wheel brackets off. I will grind them down to clean up any rust on them, and I will paint them while I paint the new bracket as well. With everything apart, I'm going to take a piece of 1¼ flat bar. I measured how big the old bracket was, and now I'm going to cut this down. I also marked where the bends are going to be. And where I have it marked right there, I'm going to flip it to its side, and I'm going to score all the bends. This way I can make a nice sharp bend so it'll mount perfectly on the old base. On my vise, I lined up the score marks and I made my 90-degree bends on both sides of the bracket. Before going any further, I just want to double check, make sure the bracket fit perfectly on the base. The bracket fits perfectly, so the next thing to do is line up, mark my holes, take in measurements off the old bracket. The round bar off the old bracket is still in good shape, so I'm going to cut it off the old bracket. I'm going to repurpose it on the new bracket I'm building. Using my die grinder, I'm going to cut this off. With this piece cut off, I'm going to clean up and get it ready for welding. With the magnetic holder, I'm going to position the tube on the new bracket. I'm going to use my YesWelder MP200. I'm going to tack it in place. I'm then going to double check, make sure everything lines up right. Once I'm happy, I'm going to weld it in place. Next thing for me to do is to take the brackets off the wheels. This way I can clean up any rust I have and prep them for paint. The brackets weren't too bad. They did have some surface rust, so it wasn't too difficult to clean up. So with all the pieces cleaned up, I got acetone and wiped all the metal pieces down. And then using Rust-Oleum paint, I did several coats to make sure it was well protected. With the paint dry, it was time to put everything back together. So I started with the wheels. I mounted them back on the wheel brackets. Then I attached the wheel brackets back to the main base. For the center bracket that I fabricated, the old bolt was no longer any good. It was completely rusted. It wasn't even usable. So I had to go out and buy a new bolt. So once I had the new bolt installed, everything went smooth. And that's it. That completes the repair. It was a nice, easy project. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please like the channel and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.